This incident has raised serious questions about our corporate system in India. After this, everyone is calling this a corporate jihadi movement in India. The most trusted company of India, TCS, is now pulled into this matter, and a specific religion is blamed for this entire act, and people are also questioning that is this an anti-national move. I'll tell you everything according to the timeline, pin to pin with verified facts, and then you decide what's right and what's wrong. On March 25th, 2026, one woman from TCS office at Nashik has went to nearby police station called Deolali Camp Police Station and filed an FIR against their colleagues, which also includes one woman. Then Maharashtra police started an investigation. They formed a 7-woman undercover police team and they sent these 7 women into TCS office. Some reports say that they have spent around 40 days in the TCS Nashik office and found evidence supporting to these claims, but we couldn't match the timeline yet. This needs to be clarified by the Maharashtra police. But after this, on April 2nd, 2026, another 8 people has lodged FIR against their colleagues. 7 women and 1 man has filed an FIR. These are the victims of the sexual harassment and the religious conversion. And coming to the accused, 8 of them are team leaders, 7 men and 1 woman. The names of the 7 men are Asif Ansari, Shafi Sheikh, Shahrukh Qureshi, Raza Menon, Tausif Attar, Danish Sheikh, and the woman name is Nida Khan. And the 9th accused is a HR manager. Her name is Ashwini, and these all accused people were arrested between April 7th and April 8th. But one of the accused, Nida Khan, is absconding now. Police say that they'll find her soon. According to the preliminary reports, police found that all these accused people had a WhatsApp group for office and they've used it for something else. All these women were aged 18 to 25. In the interviews, they were questioned about their family status, financial matters, and emotional distress. If they're married, they have known about their problems after the marriage life. And after finding their vulnerabilities, they've made a list of women who are their target. And these information were carefully listed out in their WhatsApp group. They have carefully chosen whom to target. The 9 victims carefully listed out the details from 2022 to 2026. According to the one story, which victim had noted to the police in an FIR, she was in a relationship with one of the accused from last 4 years. And the fact is, the team leader, the accused, was already married, and this was known by the victim recently in February. And she was kept on a promise of marriage, and she was also pressured for conversion. And the 9th victim, who was a male person, also noted that in 2023 has took him to his house for Eid celebrations and made him wear the religious cap and also made him offer the prayers and took a picture of it and shared it in our office group. All other women who are victims have clearly said in the FIR that they were touched inappropriately, forced to eat beef. They were also blackmailed with their intimate photos. These victims had repeatedly complained about these acts to their HR, saying about the religious pressure they were facing. But HR manager has repeatedly denied their complaints, saying that this is normal in corporate. They were all arrested according to the Bharatiya Nyaya Samhita. This incident has not only raised about the women's safety, but also raising questions about corporate act. Police also started investigating this issue on basis of anti-national plot and external financial funding. And after people have known this situation, they have protested in front of TCS office at Nashik. And even Maharashtra CM Devendra Fadnavis has also said that this is a very serious issue and needs to be investigated at a very serious note. If you find this helpful, we do videos regularly on the stories that matter to every Indian. Do follow and subscribe. Jai Hind.